and I was listening to one as I was breathing and laughing and smiling after I got done changing the oil in our car. So I got done and I changed the oil, not the filter. Oh, shoot. Oops. So now I get to redo, and oopsie, no big deal. Love you, Healy, for the breathe, laugh, smile, potentially. Oh, super frustrating anxiety, depression, trauma bringing on remembering, and it's past, right? Because that's shadow work, right? And then we're on through that. Anywho, it got me thinking about all the amazing things that come after that wave of alchemy, where you have inside of you where the frustration or the annoyance comes together, and it aligns and manifesting. Are you sure you really want to fester? Let's pause on that one. Man, I fester like a cesspool. Pussy. Right? Are you a manifester? Are you an alchemist? One who actualizes the present moment. And I actualized that moment during frustration and also appreciation for everything that's going on right now. And I thought to myself, wow, instead of imagine if I assumed this different position in the quantum, and instead of seeing all the unpreferred things, what I could do, if I'd like to do, is discover and align with that moment that my heart goes boom. And I had that moment of pure bliss, right? And so I'm sitting in this place of pure bliss, and what could be thought of as like really a frustrating opportunity. Whoa! And you put those together after breathing, laughing, smiling, opening, expanding, yawn. We'll talk about gamma soon, right? And you're in those moments and you find that plus whatever comes together. And then what we find is a moment where I go, I just like invite you to come with me to see what's happening with the published study of Healy. So after 14-day study, I was screaming. You could and should. You'd be anywhere what you want, like doing whatever. Everything's good, right? Nothing you should be doing in the ever-present moment, right? You get to, if you love to, and you like to. That's what we talk about in the Embrace Prosperity Mastermind group. So this is it right here. Like, whoa, not like, actually what we do. Right there in the moment, not forward. Whoops, alchemizing. Do we want the off, on, off? Hard to say it, right? And when you double clutch yourself, you go back in time, you find that moment off or on, or here or there, all at the same time. And what I connected with in the infinite was, I'd love to invite those who would love to invest in themselves right now in this moment with a Healy resonance 1500. I'll tell you, in 7 days, I returned that investment to my family and then went on to earn 3 more Healys. So I had a Healy resonance coming to me in 7 days. I received my investment and our family's investment, right? And that was a moment of how long can I, what am I able to do? To sit in that ever-present moment. How strong am I right now to feel that mentality of wherever it came from, to latch onto myself from whatever dimensional paradigm that is connecting to the generation of our lineages here right in the moment. That is literally, you want to talk about energy vampire? It starts when you're young. Trauma, did anybody help you or just tell you you're all right? You were never all right. And you learn the patterns to teach the patterns. How's your pattern going for you? And I was going through that pattern, $1,500. You can feel it, right? Where do you feel it in your body? Sit with it. Where is it? Where is it? It's okay, baby bird. Breathe. Breathe. I know exactly the path. Because if you're watching this still, you're probably wondering two things. One, what the fuck is this guy talking about? And two, I'm still watching, right? And this is exactly, potentially, feels good, right? The moment and the information and the sensation is that right here, alchemizing within my body, the somatic experience of infinite within, not the ascension, intercension. Right here, right there, right there. I'm going to share with you in 14 days, what I took was I took a risk. After investing almost $100,000 in my wife's and my son's medical path and journey in healing and mending and going through and connecting with and being overwhelmed by the waves of emotion from what we have been through. And you know what showed up after a very, very aligned moment of vulnerability, like this moment? You feel it, right? I looked at my wife, she looked at me. We had that moment. It was those moments where we used to say the same thing and then go, gee, no. You want to put that type of spell on you? Confirmation, say wavelength, hard to say, right? Even to get through technology. That's what it does, it messes with you. And in this moment, you breathe, last smile, open, 9 seconds. Ladies, you're trapped 24 hours. Men, 9 hours. Adrenaline, cortisol, cascade. Research it. So in this moment, we actualized within a 12-hour time span, something we could invest in once. We could help our family to the optimal, no matter what it was. And if we would prefer to, we could share that unconditionally with as many people as we wanted to, at no cost. 12 hours later, Gentry, soul family, excellence, crows flying, search it, right? You dove into shamanism yet? You know what all this stuff means, right? They come, they speak. You get to too. And in these moments where we all rise to speak into the infinite void of creation of the soul song that our hearts came here to sing and be sung and heard, that opportunity is now. And so I'm going to continue to share my journey more openly than I ever have before. And the vast majority of it, even though this is absolutely overwhelming, moments like this made me cry when I graduated at UCSD, when I was standing on the stage in front of 6,000 people. I'm so glad that that moment was never captured on film. The embarrassment might have finally brought me to the end to kill myself. And it's in these moments that we get to go back to, of all the moments where you were never enough, where it almost wasn't enough, and yet it always was. So why won't it ever be? So we together get to frolic infinitely, right? So in these moments, business model is shifting. The intention that I had alchemized, and it lasted. It lasted for us for 10 months. And that gift we've been giving to so many people. So many people experienced all of that, the class 2 medical device that is cleared by the FDA for pain. So helping things like sleep, mental anxiety, depression. Yeah, testimonials. Go check out my sister, the live that we did. Tonsina, check her name out. For pain. Shaylee, Win, fibromyalgia, chronic back pain, migraines. She hasn't had a single migraine. She had migraines since she was 9. Why do you think she grew up across the street from me? So one day we could come together and help and heal the world, right? We find these moments of why did we connect, where we get to help individuals with an immense amount of trauma, far more in comparison, which there is no. It's a different perspective of the same story written in different chapters. So it's a beautiful read, whichever direction you go. And the launch is happening. Time for the intention that I have will have shifted, and it feels a place of absolute frustration and absolute bliss and joy. Holding space in my own heart for all those people who are beating themselves up now for not being able to get the lifetime deal. And all those who will beat themselves up, breathe people who will not hear about Healy's lifetime deal until after it's over. And yet, the second they try it, 14 days, 100% guarantee. There's a study being published. It will be released at the end of July. And I'm about to show you the results. And if you know nothing about Healy, what is your heart saying? And where does your allegiance lie? Your own heart or a fractured reality where you're unable to align with your optimal timeline? Get it in check and find somebody who knows, who knows, who knows, who knows, who knows. Who knows, right? Isn't it fun being in a place where you're in surrender, unconditionally, with no expectation? It's hard to even say, right? Expectation, right? And then that moment of breathing, laughing, opening, smiling, oming, and even yawning, not like, but like, oh, right? That moment where you're so embarrassed and wonder why you feel bare-assed. I'm bare-assed. Go back to those moments, right? Go back to those moments where you started to sweat and sit in those for a while. For 14 days, let's see where you are on your path. Yes, come with me. Trust me, please. I trusted somebody and it was hard. Gosh, it felt hard for me in the moment. Going back. Silly Willy, Trevor, don't you know? Oops, it was there all the time. And yet it was millions of years away. Because that's where you were. Oops, right? The journey beyond. Who knew? I was here all the time. So with that note, I'm going to switch around and I'm going to play this video. And in that moment where I sit in that place, right? Confirmation, you saw it. Where proof is around me all the time, and you see it and I see it, and technology speaks, and so do the animals. Where you find your gifts and your meaning in yourself. Confirmation, this stuff is live. But then doing things that you never thought you would do, in the place where you never thought you would go, in the moments where everything flipped and all of a sudden you do everything it is. This is one of those moments. This is one of those times, and this is one of those places. And you have the potential to be one of those individuals in my story. And I invite you, will I be a part of your chapter 6 of your memoir? And will I be part of yours? Did I say that? Yeah, I did. The I, the ever present. It's like, not like, no separation. There's no slips, right? So, confirmation, crow style. And that's alchemy. So with that, no further ado, I get to show this to you and help you and be with you for my second time, your first time, on the new Healy business update and everything you would like to know about Healy, the new business model, the new Healy watch, the new Healy research published study, the new Healy coil, the Tesla 0.0 energy frequency in your pocket, vector frequencies, scalar technology, quantum frequencies, information, individual and global, in a class 2 medical device for pain, cleared by the FDA, that is on sale now, $1,500, resonance. I will put your video on the first page of any search engine in the world and connect you with your soul client. Anybody who moves forward right now and gets a lifetime deal before July 6th at 5:59 p.m. Good luck. Good luck. Might want to focus now, right? Where's your focus? Where's your heart? Call your bank. Get a head start. Come on. It starts Monday. Go. So with that, I'm going to turn it around. I'm going to show you exactly this, because here's the deal. I'm running. And then after this, I'm giving away appointments to every single person who has a resonance on Team Mickelson. That front line, get ready. We're aligned, baby. In this timeline, it's a wild ride. Here we go, right? So cheers to this. Cheers to you. Here we go. And without ado.
Frequency Fridays in a row?
Yes. That's very unusual, but of course we're living in a very dense time, so it's good to be present, and also there's a lot of information to share and so much new that we would need a Frequency Friday every week. But so it's great to be here, and I also greet everyone in listening today morning. It's morning for us, but for you, of course, it's later, and I'm so much looking forward to again travel to Asia, especially also to Southeast Asia again, as soon as it is possible. Yeah, today I have really two interesting topics. One is a surprise even for me, because yesterday a great news came in from our Department of Clinical Research. We have a very strong group now, which is constantly busy with designing studies and also partnering with other institutes for doing studies. And some weeks ago, we performed a study about the resonance module, because that's very important. Most of you have a resonance module. Originally, we didn't even want to launch it with the Healy. We wanted to focus purely on frequencies, because frequencies alone is already such a broad topic. What frequencies can do in our system, and also what is the function of frequencies. In the second part of my short presentation today, I will talk about very important aspect of frequencies regarding to our heart. Especially in our heart and in our head, in our brain, frequencies are very important, and we can measure them easily. For example, in our brain, the brain produces electrical waves, electrical fields, which are vibrating with certain frequencies, and they are vibrating coherently. And whenever they vibrate coherently, they create a wave pattern, which we can measure with the EEG. It's the same as in the heart. The heart is producing the most important frequency in our body, and this is the heartbeat. It's very regular, but it's not too regular. So our heartbeat's regularity is somewhere in between order and flexibility, and that's a very, very important range. So the distance between two heartbeats is always different. It sounds like beating very, very regular, but it's actually always different. So if you collect a certain amount of heartbeats, the best is at least take 5 minutes. If you take this 5 minutes to collect heartbeats, and then you can see how the distance between two heartbeats is changing, and you can make a frequency analysis. And then you find whole frequency range, and you see that these frequencies are constantly changing. And if you do a spectral analysis, you find very low frequencies, you find low frequencies, and you find high frequencies. And each of these three or even more frequency bands has a certain meaning regarding to the emotional, but also the physical state, and especially how the emotional, the mental, and the physical relate to each other. So that's the second topic of today when I talk about the watch. And so the watch, the Healy watch, is doing kind of, you can say, a frequency spectrum analysis of the heartbeat. And this is, as I said, one of our most important electrical and electromagnetic vibrations in the body, because the electrical impact of the heart is more than 200 times stronger than the electrical impact of the brain. And the best, and this is what we want to reach, is if our heart and our head, they are coherently resonating, means the frequencies of our head, our brain, and the frequencies of our heart, they are somehow aligned, or the phases of these frequencies are in resonance to each other. So I will talk about this a little later, but now I would like to present you the surprise which I got yesterday afternoon. And this changed my presentation of today, because in the last 2 months we performed, or 6 weeks even only, a Healy resonance study, which is again an RCT. RCT means randomized controlled trial. And that's really the standard we want to have. Randomized means we are selecting people from the field or from outside who are interested in participating in such a study, but we are selecting them randomly. That's very important. We cannot handpick people for a study, because this would be biased. So then we have a group of 300 people, and again, randomly, we are choosing 100 participants each for one of the 3 arms of the study. So 3 arms means we have 3 groups, each 100 participants in. And the first group is called here in this study the resonance group. This is people who are using the Healy on the first day to do an analysis of the information field, and then for the next 7 days vibrate this optimization list once or twice into their information field every day. And on the 8th day, they again did an information field analysis, and then for the next 7 days again use the optimization function of the resonance module. So this is something like recommended. You shouldn't do analysis with the resonance module too often. Once a week is fine. Don't do it every day, because you need to give the information field time to respond on the optimization. So that's a good pattern. Once a week, fix a day. You can do it on Sunday, and then every day do the optimization, and the next Sunday do another analysis. You can read through it. You can become aware about what is there in your information field, what is the underlying vibration, and then do the optimization again once a day or twice a day. So this is what our resonance group did. This were 100 people. There was a second group, and that's very important, because we wanted to test how does the resonance function perform also against the Healy. And this, the classical Healy, the Healy using individualized microcurrent frequency programs, and with the cables and the wrist electrodes. So in this group, we had another 100 people choosing from bioenergetic harmony 1 and 2, 1 or 2 applications, and do them every day with the bracelet electrodes. So this bioenergetic harmony 1 and 2 are two of our most used and appreciated program groups. So we wanted to see, is there a difference in performance between using the resonance and using the bioenergetic harmony frequency programs? But then, of course, very important, the third group, it's always a control group. Therefore, it's a randomized control trial. This were people, also 100, who didn't use any Healy application for 14 days. So we have three groups to compare. And we had here two surveys. One is to assess the well-being with the WHO-5, which is an internationally standardized questionnaire, and the other is the MIMOP, which is also an international questionnaire, which is evaluating the reduction of the burden which you feel through your main concerns, which are obstructing your well-being. So that's very interesting because these two questionnaires, the MIMOP on the one side and the WHO-5 on the other side, come from two directions. One is this WHO-5 direction is kind of measuring your resources, the positive resources which you have. And the MIMOP is measuring the obstructions to your resources. So that's kind of complementary, and therefore it's very good to have these two surveys parallel to each other. So the whole thing was a pre-post trial. Pre-post means you fill in before doing this 14 days intervention, the surveys, and then after 14 days, the final survey. So here's the results. First of the well-being score, which with the WHO-5, and it's really, again, an amazing result. Here we see the blue is always the initial measurement, and the pink is the final measurement. So we see in the control group, 96 people, means 4 dropped out, always happens, a decrease of the well-being from 14.9 to 12. So again, it's not a good strategy to do nothing. This might lead to a loss of well-being. And so that's our control group. Now we look at the resonance group. Beautiful result. Initially is 12.3 and finally 16.1. So here is a clear increase in well-being, and it needs to be compared to the control group, which had a clear decrease. So this is two effects adding up to each other. So it's a difference of almost 4 points here. Then we look at the Healy group, which did with the bracelets, electrodes, the bioenergetic Harmony 1 and 2 programs every day. They also have an increase of around 3 points. Also significant, statistically significant, but slightly smaller than the resonance. So the resonance effect here was slightly better than the Healy bioenergetic 1 and 2, but both were very strongly better than the control group. And if we want to measure the effect on the coherency scale, which is an international effect measurement scale, it's between 0 and up to 2 or something, but there until 0.5 it's a small effect, until 0.8 is a middle large effect, until 0.1 it's a large effect, and above 1 it's a very large effect, a really large effect. And we see both groups, Healy against control is very large, and resonance against control is even larger. So 1.45 is really an absolute excellent result, and I can only congratulate the Healy resonance module for such a performance, and I'm very happy about it to see this very good result. So let's look at the second approach which we had from the other side with the MIMOP, which kind of measures the decrease in individual burdens of what is obstructing, what is decreasing your well-being. In the control group, there is a small decrease here, but basically it's almost within the confidence interval, a little bigger. So, but it shows that in the control group there is a very slight improvement here, but you see a much better improvement in the resonance group and also in the Healy group. If you measure this effect size on the Cohen's d scale, the Healy resonance performs 0.77, and the Healy Bioenergetic Harmony 1 and 2 performs 0.61 against the control groups in both cases. So this is in a middle. It's a middle large effect, or here 0.77. It's also a middle large effect, a little better. And this is still a very good result because it's just a 2 weeks interval. So how can a 2 weeks intervention have such a already middle large effect on this sense of relief from your individual burdens? And everyone could point to 3 individual burdens, and which were the main burdens on the well-being. So this is a very good effect for 2 weeks intervention, and I think we should next time also do a longer intervention, like 4 weeks, to maybe see if the effect is increasing or decreasing. Let's see. But still, I'm very, very satisfied with this. Then there was a third question about the self-assessment, where people should assess on a scale between 0 and 30 or 35. I'm not sure. I think it's 30. How much, or maybe only 25. I'm sorry, I can't give this information. The notice of this was too short. I couldn't ask our clinical research team. So, but they assessed. It was a self-assessment about if they achieved the goal, or to which extent they achieved the goal of improvement. And the control group is around 11.8, which means this is a baseline. Basically, it means no improvement. But the resonance performed with 19.4, and the Healy Bioenergetic 1 and 2 with 18.6, both almost the same, not a big difference, but still, again, resonance performing slightly better than the Healy. And in each case, it's a very large effect. 1.43, Cohen's d, again, for resonance, and 1.19 for the Healy Bioenergetic 1 and 2. Altogether, 23 participants in this randomized controlled 3-arm study. Again, a wonderful result. We are now in the process of doing 7 or 8 different trials parallelly. So you will, in the next weeks and months, again, hear from us, and we are going through all the Healy different programs and functions, and we are in preparation of so many new applications of Healy. So also there we are already engaging in trials. So that's became a part of the family culture, yes, of the company's culture, to constantly test the results. Also, since a few weeks, we have a special program running where everyone who gets a new Healy, he will have the chance to participate in a 2 weeks pre-post survey. So we have an ongoing feedback also from the new people. What is their initial experience in the first 2 weeks? And we can enlarge it later to 4 weeks to see a more long-term effect. So that's what we are doing also. So that's I think that's a great news. And now I want to come to the second topic, which was my original topic for today, because we are in the process of relaunching our Healy watch. And you will see within the next weeks and months, and not more than a year, the Healy watch, which I'm show you here, it's like a looks like looks like a fitness tracker, and it's easy to wear. And it was originally launched 2019, but since that time, our team, specialized team on the Healy watch, was constantly improving the firmware in the hardware, the control of the sensors, and the Healy watch app. And this was very much necessary. And in this way, we could improve the hardware, the firmware, and the Healy watch app. And so it's kind of a rebirth of a very, very important member of the Healy product family, because the Healy is giving you frequencies, but the Healy watch can analyze which kind of frequency programs you might need right now for harmonizing your bioenergetic field or increasing your well-being. So and in the middle you have the Healy Advisor app or the Healy watch app. So it's a whole ecosystem in itself. And you will see in the next weeks and months, we will come up with more and more applications which will be based on the results of the measurement results which your Healy watch will give you. And you will later hear from Frank that there in July, after the change of back office and shop and business model and compensation plan, there will be a special watch promotion. And I will tell you about a special watch challenge or survey or study which we are doing. But before, I want to little talk about the watch. And for this, I need my slides back, because here I prepared for you a few slides from, yes, it's coming, a few slides from the old app, but it's not actually the old app. It's the watch app which we are currently using. I use it every day on my smartphone. I started to do regular workouts every day, like half an hour workout on my cross trainer. And I'm always checking my heart rate and also my heart rate variability and other parameters during the workout. And like this, I can also see a long-term development. That's very, here we put them all together. But this chapter I closed already. So here you see the first screen of the Healy watch app. It's very, very much improved, and it will show you the most important data which you get, like the calories you were burning, the steps you were doing, also your heart rate. Heart rate is such an important and sensitive parameter, but then your sleep quality. And one of the most important things is the HRV, the heart rate variability. Already the watch as it is now gives you a measure results on your heart rate variability. For this, you need to do at least a 90 seconds analysis. And this happens by taking the watch, starting the program, this assessment from the Healy watch app, and placing your finger like this on this electrode. If you do it for 90 seconds, after 90 seconds, you will get a result. If you have more time, like 5 minutes, do the 5 minutes program. It will give a more precise result. Normally, I don't take so much time. I use the quick assessment of 90 seconds, and this already gives you a few parameters to watch. Here you see on the left side the screen which you see while doing the measurement. It will show you your current heart rate and also your current heart rate variability. And we have two sensors working, the PPG and the heart sensor. So both sensors will be analyzed and will give you a result, which is shown here on the next page. You will get 6 parameters from 90 seconds or 5 minutes measurement, which is a heart frequency, which is the HRV, which is measuring the variability of your heart rate. Remember, in the beginning, I told you about the beat-to-beat distances of your heartbeat. And they're changing from beat to beat. So this variability is measured. We take so-called standard deviation, and this informs us about how wide is the range of variability. And that's very important, because if our heart beats too regularly, that's not really good. But if the heart beats too chaotically, that's also not very good. So the golden means, the golden ratio in between both of them is this area which is shown here. And you should get your heart rate variability in this area to experience the best well-being, resilience, and so on. Stress index is measured, but then there are 3 more parameters which are also very interested, and you get an explanation what they mean. So on the basis of these 6 parameters, which the Healy watch measures from this 90-second or 5-minute measurement, you will get a recommendation about which Healy programs are best for you. So for this measurement, the balance and the being program are the best, then next is pure, and so on. And if you scroll down the screen, you will get deeper information about other program groups. And like this, you always have a clear idea what is from this physiological parameters which the Healy watch measures, what Healy programs will help you the best. Then there is something very interesting, because there's a lot of studies that if you do a regular training on your breath, you can improve your heart rate variability. So this kind of breathing interventions we have included into the watch. You find it on the menu of the watch. If you scroll through it, then you have a symbol. Probably you can't see it, with this yogi sitting in a yogi posture. If you click it, you can choose between beginner, intermediate, and advanced modus, and you will have a breathing exercise, and will show you when to inhale, and it will show you when to exhale. The same is in the app. I normally do it from the app because I don't want to watch my watch all the time, but I place my smartphone in front of me and do this 10 seconds breathing intervention every day. It makes a difference. So you can try it. And we are going to expand on this kind of intervention very strongly. So if you have a Healy watch, you automatically have this new Healy watch app. If you buy one in the future, or you participate in the watch promotion, which Frank will give you details about it, you will get a new watch with the improved firmware, hardware, and app, and you will have all of this. But then in September, latest beginning of October, we will have a completely new watch app, which is completely reprogrammed by scratch from us to include a whole different range of analysis and measurements. And the design is different, and it will show you also slightly different kind of parameters on the front page, but then you will get a very detailed heart rate variability analysis of, I think it's 17 different parameters. In the current watch, you have one heart rate variability, you have the heart rate, and you have the stress analysis. This is 3. Additional to the 3, you have 14 more parameters. And on the first page, you will get a comprehension of this in 4 parameters. One is a heart rate variability, one is balanced body, and one is balanced psyche. And then these 3 fundamental parameters of your well-being will be displayed in one balance parameter, which is like the global balance of your system. In this case, it's 68%, and you can watch it every day, hopefully increasing every day by living an active life, by using the Healy, by deepening your breath and whatever. So, but then you have you can go deeper into the analysis. Of course, on the basis of this, you can just click on IMF programs and it will recommend you on the basis of all these measurements, your Healy programs. This you find on each page. But here you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 additional parameters. And if you want to go deeper, you have another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parameters. So this is going deeper, and we will also supply you with a little training course on how to use this new HRV module for understanding yourself better, and also to help other people to understand themselves better. So that's really very exciting, and this is coming in September, latest in October, as an upgrade or an update of the watch. It's the same hardware, but you will get a new app, and in the new apps there will be much more to understand, much more to see, and to help you to improve. And also we will have different kind of interventions. We are focusing on breath, on mindfulness, and on meditation, because there's so many studies about breath, mindfulness, and meditation helping you increase your well-being. So we will give you a very nice, very simple way, which can be followed very simply to increase your well-being, and then with the watch see that you are increasing, and then having the Healy watch supporting you increasing your well-being. So that's the great future of the Healy watch. So I consider it a renaissance of the Healy watch, and again completing the product family of Healy. Let me see. I forgot something, because in the middle of July, I think around the 19th of July, after the big change which we'll have around the 9th of 7th to 9th of July, so give us a little time, when many new customers and members have received the Healy watch, we start a very special Healy challenge, Healy watch challenge, which is again connected with a survey where you can measure every day and then do the specific Healy programs recommended to you and see if and how you improve within the next 7 days. And if you want, you can also combine it with this very simple 10 minutes a day breathing intervention. So that's a big chance for everyone to increase your well-being, to work with your Healy and your Healy watch in a new way, and see how it will help you improve in your life. And those who participate in this will get a very, very special webinar with Dr. Volker Meissner and myself. And Dr. Meissner, he's a very, very experienced medical doctor working with HRV for decades. And so together we will give you much more insights how to give an interpretation of the results and how to use HRV and heart rate and all this wonderful information from the watch to improve your life. So that's it. That's the news for today. And yes, it's something which really meant to activate you and use Healy in a new way, and use Healy and the Healy watch on a day-to-day basis and see how your life can improve.
Well, thank you very much, Marcus, for not only joining, but first of all for
What? Did you get that? Did you get that? There's more to come. There is more to come. So you have, yeah, go to choosehealy.com on the top right. And why don't I just go over to that right now? We'll sort it out. We're going to show you exactly what this looks like. So we are going to go to choosehealy.com. And so type it in. It's in the description, of course. That's how we rock. Here we go. That's how we do it. All right, so right here, you have the option of when you go to choosehealy.com. Of course, this is built on GrooveFunnels. What? That's right. You know nothing about that. That's a 40% commission opportunity on a month-to-month basis. What? Multiple aligned rivers of passive profit, yo. So 40%, $100 a month, right? Or $200 or $300 a month when they go live and do their thing right now and end of the year. Yeah. So right now you can get it for $1,400, right? Lifetime, right? That's everything. Think ClickFunnels, think Kajabi, think Samcart, think Evergreen Webinar, think all of those, everything all in one. And you can get that for lifetime right now. Hi, lifetime. It's called Embracing Prosperity. So it's about who you know, right? So this is how you're going to order your Healy, big purple button up here. And this is the new Healy Quick Start Toolkit. So you ins and outs, everything right there. And also when you go to choose Healy, what you can do is click right here and it'll get you over here. And you should, there we go. Should, boy, somebody's thinking of should right now. So we're going to pass that up and we're going to go right here to choosehealy.com and right there, going live. This is awesome. And here in the videos, go to any of these videos. Let's just go to this video right here. Healy coupon code. No, you know what? Actually, let's go to the Healy coil. I'm going to open that one up. And then, yeah, Healy coupon. And that looks good. Yeah. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to come up here. We're going to put a fast start. Okay, right. Healy promotion. So we're going to do this one. That's how to get a free Healy. And then this one. Oops. Yeah, that one. And then what we're going to do is then we're going to go over here and we're going to type in quantum. Oops. Quantum. Here we go. We're going to wrap this up. How does Healy connect with the quantum field? Mike Curley talks about the Healy. Here it goes. Boom. These are the two videos you want to dive down. I mean, like not dive down, like dive.
For this, and I believe
boom. Right here. What is the Healy coil? You want to talk about, here's the matter. This is 3D right here. Molecular body, electromagnetic body. This is your aura, baby. This is, this is your field. This is what the cables, you can see over here, this is what the cables interacts with, and this is the coil. So the cables go into the information field, and this is the quantum field. So there's the bioenergetic field that is within your localized energy field. See here, and then here is the quantum entangled. This is quantum entanglement, baby. We are here. Global information field. And you can see the Healy coil, which is Tesla. It's a Tesla coil. It's a Tesla coil in your pocket. You know that big thing that Tesla used to sit in front of? In fact, we're going to do that right now. Tesla coil picture. Here we go. Let's see. I'm just trying to show you real quick. This thing. Y'all seen this picture? You know what I'm talking about? This is now in your pocket right here, 100 years later. What, you think the law, these laws of innovation are stopped by these corporate fear-monger control freaks? No, it keeps innovating underground. Starseed, that's what they do. They put you underground. Guess what? You grow. What are you going to do now, right? You're going to connect into the quantum, the information field. This is resonance right here. This is the resonance. Zzz. Yeah, resonance. They don't even want you to spell it. It's incorrect. Technology, breathe last smile, right? So the coil spans into that. Now, he was talking about requiring to stay connected. Why? Look at the range of the coil right here. It stops. It's limited. So what instead would be beneficial is to get all three and do all three. Make sense? Oh, and while we're here, let's see, while we're here as well, pause for a second. Let us load.
For this, and I believe it's a milestone.
So we're going to load the TubeBuddy. And if you don't have that yet, you can go to tubebuddy.com/T for Trevor, TeamMickelson. And it will give you this for free. And it'll give you also the opportunity. Look at this Healy coil price, best price Healy coil. Those are number one, folks. Guess what's going to happen? 11111111111. Save money, Healy coil. Is there a coupon code for Healy coil? Are you kidding me? Yeah, number one. holistic health and you want to go to the plus, these are, yep, this is Healy coupon code right here. Oh, but there's only 33 watches in the last, 12 days, 24 days, right? Where are we? Right here. It's, let's see, June, got put out on the 10. So 1, 2, 3 weeks and 3 days. Guess what? Healy device coupon code, Healy coupon code, number 5, Healy watch coupon code, Healy resonance coupon code. You think I'm going to have any business for you?
With
Anybody out there? Hello? $1,500. Fast start promotion. Oh, breathe last smile, Trevor. Healy fast start program. This is great. Get a Healy for free. These are where I placed. Look at these videos. I'm going to be giving this opportunity to do this exact same thing for your keywords, for people to find you. What, you're in Reiki? What, you're a homeopathy specialist? I'm calling you out. Michelle, come on. Let's have this conversation, right? So here it is. Get a Healy for free. Number 1, how to get a Healy for free. Oh, I was number 2 because I was also number 1. How to get a Healy device for free. I'm sitting
especially on the question, how can we explain how Healy works, on which level Healy works, frequencies work, what is the
Yes. Tell me, Marcus Schmika. I love you. This is one of my first videos that I was putting out. Claiming authority. Boom. How does Healy connect with the quantum? We go into this in soul climb.
You all.
Ooh, hi. Well, hello there. Hello. Ooh, interesting. Number 1, Mike Curley. You don't know who he is? You will. Go to Healy. Go to choose Healy. Scroll down right here. Understand. Oh, it's time to go to the barbecue. Here we go. How to get it for free. Here we go. Here to go. My calendar, by the way. My calendar, order your Healy. Testimonial, mother-in-law, 20 years, locked shoulder, fibromyalgia, pain. Here we go. What? What are you talking about? Calling all self-leaders, Gaia. Ooh, gonna update this when my copywriter. Get ready. Next. Yeah, what's the difference? I'll tell you. The option to get a second free Healy resonance within 30 days. I did it in 7. Guess what? I'll help you do it. Oh yeah, here it is. Who to look out for? That's right. Don't believe it? Okay, well, talk to you too long, I guess. Here it is, Sahara Desert or whatever, Dead Sea. Here are programs. 10 million frequencies. You want to know who Marcus Schmeek is? Dude spent years as a monk. Seriously, Q&A, who are you? What is this? Over 10 million frequencies. Seriously, I'm ready. It's time to order the Healy device. What? Seriously, what are you doing? Get in there. This is a magical ride. And then what we're going to help people do is exit the matrix, because everybody that we're riding, refinancing your finances. Imagine all the money that you were unable to invest in yourself. A college education, 2, 3 by now for us, 4. How much would that have been towards our financial future? The medical cartel. Hi, you're over. Game over. I love this. I love where we are. I love you. Let's do this. And with that, peace out. We're going to a barbecue. So love you much and enjoy your day of independence. Yeah, because you ain't free. You're not. So this is where the Embrace Prosperity Mastermind group conversation starts. bit.ly/embrace-prosperity.